Hi, I'm David Gilbert, Technology Editor with the International Business Times UK. We're here today looking at the Kindle Fire HD 8.9, which is Amazon's larger Kindle Fire tablet. It launched in the US last November, but only came to the UK in March. It cost £229 for the 16 gig version and £259 for the 32 gig version, which is relatively cheap for quite a large tablet like this, which has a really good display, fast processor, and access to a wide range of content. In terms of design, the 8.9-inch Kindle Fire HD is obviously just a larger brother of its 7-inch Kindle Fire HD, which we looked at earlier this year. The design is pretty much exactly the same. It's still 9mm thin, and at the back you can see the soft matte finish along with the metal bar, which at each end has the stereo speakers, which is an exact replica of what it was on the 7-inch version. On the front, you've got a 8.9-inch screen, which has a really high resolution of 1920 by 1200 pixels, making it really bright, really sharp, and it has really good contrast ratio as well, which means reading books, watching movies, browsing the web are all really sharp with bright colors, and as I said, really good contrast. As you can see, the interface is not something that you would normally see from an Android tablet, even though the Kindle Fire HD is based on Android. This is because Amazon has forked Android and created its own interface, which is very heavily customized and doesn't give you access to any of the main Google apps. So you won't get any Gmail here, you won't get any Google Maps, you won't get any YouTube. What you do get is access to Amazon's content. So that means books, obviously, movies, music, and its own app store as well. Content can be viewed along the top here. You've got access to all your different types of content, from books, music, movies, newspapers, web, photos, and documents. And in the middle, you've got a large carousel showing all the recent apps that you've been using, including books, music, games, and the web pages that you've been looking at. The interface is slick, and it's easy to use, and it's easy to understand. So for people who just want to pick it up and use a tablet, then this is probably perfect for them. And that's who Amazon are aiming with this tablet. They're not looking at people who are looking to customize their tablet interface and who want all the different widgets and all the different apps. What they want is someone who wants to pick it up, press a tab, and open a web page and read it from there. Or someone who already has already owns a Kindle e-reader, and so has a lot of books in the Kindle library, and so they can all be downloaded onto this app or onto the Kindle Fire HD, opened instantly from where they're reading, and they can just pick up from there. It's all about an ecosystem for Amazon, and that's why the price is down at £229. It means that they're able to offer this at a lower price because they know they'll make their money back from people who are buying the content from all the different types of stores. As I said, the screen is probably one of the standout features of this tablet. It's really sharp, and for reading ebooks, while it's not as easy on the eye as an e-reader, the text is incredibly sharp, and the pixel density is almost identical to the Retina display on the iPad and is slightly better than the smaller Kindle Fire HD and the Nexus 7 from Google, which are two very popular tablets at the moment. Now, speaking of the iPad Mini has a screen of 7.9 inches and it weighs just over 300 grams, whereas the Kindle Fire HD weighs 567 grams, which, while it's not that heavy for a tablet, a larger size tablet, if you try and read an ebook for any extended period of time holding this, then you're going to notice that it's a lot heavier. And the iPad Mini, while it is slightly smaller and the screen resolution isn't as good, it's a lot more compact and a lot more easy to handle for longer periods of time. So obviously Amazon has a lot of books on offer. Its app store is getting bigger all the time, and it offers pretty much everything that you're going to need, from Twitter, Facebook, its own email client, and unless you really want a wide range of apps, then the App Store should suffice. In terms of music, again, Amazon has quite a big catalogue of music, and for most people, it's going to suffice. Movies is the one area where people might run into trouble, because unless you have a Love Film subscription, which is £5 a month, you're not going to be able to access movies on this. You cannot download movies or rent movies through this normally, which is quite a pity. But there are ways around it. You can download apps, we'll say like VLC, which allow you to upload your own movies that you have bought elsewhere onto this and play them back on the Kindle Fire HD, which is, it's a nice touch, but Amazon are making it hard for people to buy their content anywhere else than on Amazon, which I guess is the reason that they brought out the tablet in the first place. The Kindle Fire HD it's a decent tablet. It's at £229 for 16 gig version. It's not exactly cheap, but if you want a larger tablet and want something a bit bigger than the 7-inch tablets that are out there, then this is definitely worth considering. I'm David Gilbert, Technology Editor for the International Business Times UK.